Wow. So yesterday was, as you saw from my post, if you saw my post, was a snow day. It was an adult snow day. I'm like, who knew? When I was growing up and we were in school, remember those days when it was wintertime and we're like, oh, there's going to be a storm, and we'd pray, we'd hope, we'd like, oh, please God, let us have a snow day tomorrow so that we don't have to take this test, or I can have more time to do my homework that I didn't do. Whatever, we always had the hope for those snow days and the anticipation and the excitement. Well, I never really thought about having snow days as an adult, and where we're at right now, up in New Mexico, we're up in the mountains, and they actually have adult snow days. We got the text yesterday morning early on my husband's phone that, first of all, it was going to be a delayed start. So then he was going to report into work later in the day because of the weather. And then not too long after that, they came back and they just flat out said, hey, it's a snow day, don't come in. And I'm like, wow. So then I went through all this plethora of excitement, like, oh my goodness, it's a snow day. We can get all this stuff done, and which is really advantageous for me because we only have one vehicle right now. And so I'm on foot out on the edge of the perimeter of anywhere close to town. And so it's a walk, it's a long walk into anything. So to get some of the things done, I'm like, oh yay, because we had some challenges. Like we don't get mail service where we live. It's kind of amazing how they don't deliver to the houses out here. But, hey, that's another thing. So I'm like, oh, this is so exciting. Well, obviously my idea of snow day and my husband's idea of snow day weren't quite the same. And then there was the frustration of, wait, I had work, I had plans, I have obligations and responsibilities I need to deal with. You may be off work, but I still have my work, my stuff to take care of, and my stuff to get done. So you can probably guess there was a little bit of spark in there. Some intenseness and some stress. And honestly, in the past, I have always, when my husband was off or home, then we did whatever was on his agenda or his stuff. And as I am walking more in my identity and I am mapping out and have what I need to be doing and have appointments and everything set up, it's just not that way. I'm having to figure out how to say, sorry, you may have a day off, but I don't. And that's hard. That's hard for me because here you got this person that I love, I adore, and I wait like that eager little puppy that just for that little pat on the head or, hey, let's go play ball or let's go do something fun. So I really hate to miss out on those opportunities because yeah, that can be an unhealthy thing, but yet also I don't want to make regrets. And if something were to happen to one of us, then I would rather live the moment and participate and do something with than not. Well, as long as it's a positive thing. But I can tell you, it still is a little bit stressful because when you have your focus and your intent on where you're going, and then something like this comes up and you get a snow day and it's like, ooh, everything comes to a screeching halt, you got to figure out what is important and what do you need to keep in place and what things can you put off. And in this case, what things do you put off till tomorrow, which adds on top of everything you have planned for tomorrow. So today, as I was thinking about that, I'm like, wow, I have got so much to make up from yesterday, plus today, that I'm like, wow, this is adulting. Okay, yes, I'm in my 50s. I'm finally adulting. Not really, no. But I can kind of associate with my parents or with adults. It's like, wow, you kind of, those snow days can kind of disrupt, depending on how you look at it. They can disrupt your life. They can add more burdens. They can make life more hectic. They can make life more challenging. So you got to know what are you doing? I mean, what do you do when life comes to a screeching halt? You have a snow day or an interrupt day, whatever you want to call it, a pause day, put on hold, whatever. How do you go about balancing out? How do you live in the present time with contentment and with joy? How do you put off a sweet fragrance? My fragrances probably weren't all that sweet yesterday, but neither were my husband's. So, you know, hey, together I'm just going to declare and decree that they made a sweet fragrance. But how do you do? What are systems or things that you do? How do you go through and decide what is a priority and what is just one of those things on your list of to-dos, and what is something that you're doing just to be in motion, just to show that you were busy? Something to think about, guys. Is what you're doing and what you put the importance on, is it life-changing? Is it life-impacting? Is it kingdom-building? Or are you missing out because you're keeping your life filled with busies or expectations that really aren't yours to have on you? Yeah. So that's my challenge today, guys. I would like you to look at what is it you're stressing over and find out, should you be stressing over it? Because really you shouldn't worry about anything. But is it even worthy? Is it worthy of your time? Is it worthy of your energy? Is it worthy of your emotions? Is it impacting life? Is it impacting kingdom building? Is it going to make a difference for your legacy? Is it something that you want to be remembered for? Is it something that you want others to know you for? Think about it. Love to hear ways that you handle and how you sort through things in your life. Share below. Totally appreciate it. Thanks, guys. I'm Michelle Wendt, and I adore standing in the gap from where you are to where you can and want to be. Be blessed, guys.